Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Chest test 1 2. Boom. Hey, hey. Let me turn this off. I'm gonna turn some of this stuff off here. Strange, I'm hearing myself. Oh, I think I know why I'm hearing myself. Alright, so we're gonna be getting started here in just a second, guys. We're just gonna wait for people to connect a little bit. We're gonna mute a couple things so that this doesn't bother us during our stream. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi guys. What's up? What's up? Give us a follow if you haven't already. So for those of you already watching, hello. I thought I'd start us off a little bit. So we've got a couple of people here on the couch. On the couch, what's up, 12-bit Tech God? We're gonna go raid 12-bit Tech God after this stream is done, by the way. So you guys can go watch what they're gonna be up to at around 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not on Eastern time, just adjust accordingly, you know. So we're gonna get started in just a couple of minutes. I guess at 9 p.m. Easter. Easter is 1 hour ahead apparently. So we're gonna I guess present to you guys what you're seeing right over here, which is Lucidity. And Lucidity is basically our entry into this year's 2020 Game Jam. 2020 Global Game Jam, I should say. Apologies. It is a sexy boat, and it was modeled by you. So yeah, I'd say it's a particularly sexy boat. It's our branding for the game. So the theme of the year, so that I'll actually explain a little bit briefly for those of you who don't know what Global Game Jam is. So Global Game Jam is a 48-hour event where a bunch of random hobbyists, professionals, it doesn't really matter if you can develop games or contribute to the development of a game, you're more than welcome to come. Whether it's a board game, a video game, people make all kinds of different things for Global Game Jam. Board games, card games. I've seen all kinds of stuff over the years. Basically, you have 48 hours. Usually, it starts on a Friday afternoon. Everybody's in one place. Yeah, if filthy casuals too, man. Filthy casuals. If filthy casuals are, talented at making some filthy casual games, maybe. They're always welcome as well. It's open to anybody. It's kind of a beautiful thing, and it's very much in the spirit of open source. So any projects that you develop, you make the source code available for everybody to download and check out and poke through and see how you made things. What I was thinking we could do for fun is I'm going to present the game to you all, and then if you have any questions about how the game was developed, I've got some members of the development team, we'll call it a development team, of the Jam Squad, whatever you want to call it, here on the couch with me. Louis, you want to say hi? I know Louis is here right now.
Sorry, I'm eating tacos right now.
That's okay, man. Tacos are absolutely delicious.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday, all the way.
It is Tuesday. Oh my God, that's so appropriate, man.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go. Lucas says hi, Louis.
Hello.
Your namesake is saying hello. So I thought we'd go hashtag Team Louis. Ooh, you got some fans here, man. I think they like the voice. Yeah. It's that sexy stream voice. Oh shit, we got Team Taco. Guys, throw up some hashtags for Team Taco. We're all about that Team Taco. Or Taco Louis. We've got Taco Louis also. There's some exciting stuff going on. You're burned out this week. It doesn't have to be Tuesday, but unfortunately it is. Hashtag Team Friday, please. I'm feeling that. So I thought I'd take you guys through the game. It doesn't take super long to go through. It's kind of an experience. I'm gonna play it without any cam active, so you guys get to enjoy the whole thing as is. I'm also gonna stay pretty much quiet as much as I can during the stream. I don't want to kind of, interject with what's going on. I don't want to get too. I don't want to ruin the experience for everybody. We have a a tendency of making very narrative-centric games when we do Global Game Jam. This year was no exception. We have kind of a core group that is kind of there every year, and we always want to develop a game where everybody is contributing to the final game. So we had Louis, who is here on the couch right now, who was a technical game designer, so game design and visual scripting, along with myself. I did the same thing. Luis Carlos Morales, who is Lucas M, is actually also here in the chat interacting with you all. And no follower alert for this. I wanted to keep it as clean as possible so it doesn't you know interrupt the stream. But thank you for the follow, Ripjod. Really appreciate it. I love it, man. Thank you. So hello to Luis. We also had my girlfriend Chris, who is our narrative designer and has done some level art in the past. And Chris, obviously we wanted to make something where she'd be able to write this really nice, rich, deep story. So you guys will get to experience that here. So the way that the Game Jam works is they give you a theme every year, and the theme for this year was it was Lost and Found. So Lost and Found was what we had to work with, and I won't give away too much so that we can kind of get to the game and let everybody enjoy it. But you guys can try and come up with what you think this whole experience was. Turn your audio way up. Enjoy the show. It's very much an auditory and visual experience. There's a lot going on. It's pretty, as you guys can see from the promo art that I put here for our our opening screen. It's very spacey, very out there. So we are lost, and we want to be found. But the context that we chose to go in was a little bit different. So maybe we can discuss that a little bit after. We'll have a Q&A with whoever from the team is on the Discord on the couch for tonight. If you guys have any questions, you want me to dig through the actual game in the engine, more than happy to. We can talk about what we did to make it look the way we did. We can do all that stuff. So without further ado, let's get started, right? So let me switch over real quick. Right here, boom. So I would run the executable, the actual build of the project, but I decided I will instead take you guys through the Unreal Engine build just directly. Everything's built, all of our lights are all set up. Yes, and Luis will more than happily answer any questions about the 3D art. If anybody has any, you can add them into the chat, and Luis will answer them as they go. If you'd rather keep it to the end and you'd like to hear Luis's beautiful Latino voice, I can try and publicly pressure him to get on the stream so that he can talk with everybody. We'll see what happens. Until then, I will switch off the cam. We're going to minimize a little cup down in the bottom right. I'm pointing in the wrong direction, but over there, bottom left corner, and we'll get started. All right, so here we go. I hope you all see this. It does not seem to be showing. Louis, do we see this?
We do not.
We do not. Okay, so for some reason... Oh, I know why. I'll fix this. Give me just a moment. Let's pop onto a screen that actually has it working here. And I'll very shortly... And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's not just the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's... We're gonna do this properly here. Let me... There we go. Alright, I've got it going here. Alright, so I'm going to transition my cam off and we'll get started. I'll actually kind of... There we go. Alright. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm not too sure who you are, Aloha Sunsets, but thank you to whoever you're speaking to. Luis, it looks like, based on your comments. Luis is fantastic. His graphical skills are off the shiz, off the... I'm not too sure what expression I can use to properly express this, but thank you very much. His art is fantastic, and this is why we love working together on these game jams. It's a lot of fun for everybody to contribute. So, without any further ado, I will be quiet unless there are questions that come up while the game is being played. So everybody enjoy the show.
I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance left.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. We cannot determine whether or not they will.
There might be a chance left.
Take a break. I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance left.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. Take a break. We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave.
Hey, so I'll quickly take you guys a little bit through what's going on here. Let me just transition very quickly here. So, we've got these beautiful puzzles that we need to try and complete. We were very heavily inspired by... Let me just lower the game audio just a touch here. We were heavily inspired by the puzzles from Dragon Age Inquisition, for those of you who've played that. We thought that they fit into the theme that we were trying to create rather beautifully, and the concept is very simple. You click on these nodes, these constellations, these stars, these mysterious jujubes, to try and complete these puzzles. I will not stay on the screen for very much longer. I'll just get back to the game and I'll let you all enjoy. I hope you're enjoying so far. And hi Chris, I saw you just connected. Oh, I should activate streamer mode. I didn't. I thought it did it automatically, but it seems as though it has not. There we go.
Everyone to leave.
Yes, the official name is Swedish Gummies, so I will transition back to having no cam and we'll keep this going.
determine whether or not they will. Take a break. I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance that.
I need everyone to leave.
Thank you to everybody, by the way, for the hand with the taskbar. As you can see, it is now gone, so we can enjoy the game as intended. I'll keep going.
There might be a chance that.
Take a break.
There might be a chance that.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. Take a break.
There might be a chance that.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. Take a break.
There might be a chance that.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance that. It's been 3 weeks.
Take a break.
There might be a chance that. It's been 3 weeks.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will. Take a break.
There might be a chance that.
I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will. cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. Take a break.
There might be a chance
We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. Take a break.
it's been 3 weeks.
I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance
We cannot determine whether or not they will.
there might be a chance
Take a break. I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will.
Hard mode is officially activated, ladies and gentlemen.
Determine whether or not they will.
there might be a chance
Take a break. I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will.
there might be a chance
Take a break. I need everyone to leave.
there might be a chance
Take a break. We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will.
there might be a chance
Take a break. everyone to leave. We cannot determine whether or not they will. I need everyone to leave. Take a break. We cannot determine whether or not they will. Take a break.
There might be a chance.
I need everyone to leave. I need everyone to leave.
There might be a chance.
We cannot determine whether or not they will. Take a break.
There might be a chance.
We cannot determine whether or not they will.
I will admit that though I did design these, I'm actually not. We made this one really tough, and it took me a good 45 minutes to try and get it right again after doing it the first time. So this may take me a couple times, guys. This is not a bug, it means it reset the puzzle because we got it wrong.
Give it a couple shot. Worst case, I'll come and help you.
Yeah, if I absolutely suck. Alright, so
Because I know the answer of this one.
okay, so let's start in a different spot because I started wrong, which was the main issue.
I need everyone to leave.
I think I screwed up again. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can salvage this. There should be a couple of different ways to solve this.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
need everyone to leave.
And now for the finale.
Are you waking up? Doctor, doctor! The patient is regaining consciousness!
Alright. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, it was a little bit kind of anticlimactic right at the end there, but does anybody... So, we didn't give the answer away there, but does anybody have a good idea, you know, what this journey was, what happened to the player? Let's discuss. Let's discuss. We've got Louis here. If anybody else that was in the team wants to hop into Discord and answer some questions, we're here for that. We're living for that. Let me just end this really quick. If I can figure out how to. All right, there we go. So if you all want to see the actual level itself, I'm gonna open that for you all, so you can see the craziness that we did for this game. An inkling, perhaps. Please share. I'd love to hear what your theory was. I'd love to hear what your theory was. So the theme was lost and found, right?
So why is there an error?
We try and ignore those. Those we don't. We say dismiss. We say dismiss, and we forget about those. We don't think about errors, not during a game jam. So I'm just kind of want to cover. I was reading along with the comments while I was playing. As I told you guys, I didn't want to get too like I didn't want to talk too much during the gameplay. So a couple of things. The music was absolutely phenomenal. You visit. If somebody from the team can actually post the link for the Game Jam game in case you all want to try it yourselves and play it out. Play it out. Try it out and play it yourselves. You can go check it out. And we've also credited the fantastic musician who created that audio, which we used under Creative Commons on from a YouTube post. So thank you to that person. Obviously, the nature of a game jam is not for profit. It's I'm reminded of the adage that one sees one's life flash before one's eyes at the moment of death. So it sort of felt like reliving the key life moments in reverse order leading up to the beginning of the life, perhaps then to start anew. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not too crazy, too far off from what we
Yeah.
were going for. Any other theories before we actually kind
This
of
one was a really good theory.
yeah.
I'll admit.
I would absolutely have to agree. And there's the link. Thank you, Luis, for that. So for anybody who wants to check it out, who wants to read a little bit more about the game, we don't give too much away there either. So not very much in the way of teasers there, but if you can go give us a like, a love, a little heart, obviously on the Global Game Jam page, it's hugely appreciated. We were lucky enough to have our previous game be the winner one of the winners, I should say, last year at the Global Game Jam at the Montreal Game Jam. The T-shirt I'm wearing right here, so MTL Game Jam, which is where we do our game jam every year for Global. And we tried to kind of push the envelope a little bit this year. I say a little bit, but we really pushed the envelope this year. So we did a lot of crazy stuff we never thought we would do. Why don't I maximize this and I can take you all around our level. So first challenge we actually met with this was really interesting. So we were like, we want to have this really cool effect, right? When you play and you end up on this boat and you've got the horizon and you've got the constellations in the sky and you've got this beautiful space box and this nebula. Let me lower the audio for the game a little bit there. So if we were thinking of adding other levels, no, this is very much, I think, a complete story from beginning to end. Very, very small, very, very simple, just for the jam. So in previous jams, we've made stuff that we could have really extended a long time after that, or like created fully fledged game from them. For real, right? Who needs RTX? That's all the RTX you need. It's okay. We could have had nicer water. I know Luis is a little bit disappointed with the final water results, but you know what? 48 hours. We do what we have to do to make things work. One of the things that we gave ourselves as a challenge, as I was saying, was being able to navigate on a globe. So our ship actually floats on a globe. Normally, you know, you don't try and make your life extra complicated by doing things like that. But we chose to, and that was a choice we made. So every prop that was placed on this level needed to essentially be rotated to the correct rotation and then placed in place. And so we were very often this is only so navigable. Like it's very user friendly. The engine is very user friendly from a movement standpoint and a you know, moving around the scene standpoint. But I can tell you that when you're trying to build a level completely upside down, it's not as obvious as you'd like. You're kind of limited in the angles you get to use to visualize it. It also brought with it a bunch of challenges based on the movement of said boat. You know, we were limited in the movements that we had. Yeah, that's a fantastic question. What were the narrative influences, if any, for the story? I know Chris is not currently in the chat here. But Chris, if you can answer that question not in Discord, but if you would like to either hop in Discord or answer that question for a woombologist, woomolo, wo- wait, a woomologist? That's an interesting. I like that username. That's very That's original. I'd love to have that question answered for you by the person who wrote the narrative. Though we did come up with the like kind of the macro concept as a team. You know, we did also Chris did most all of the writing, to be honest, and directed us to like, you know, which props should be on which islands, uh, which you know, what images need to pop into the screen with which dialogue options, what we were trying to convey with the overall story in there. So I think I don't know if Chris is in chat right now or not, but I think she is. I saw her say hello earlier. So hopefully she gets the time to answer. If she doesn't answer shortly, I'll kind of give a little bit of a TLDR based on you know as best I can to try and honor her writing. Um, but yeah, a piece of sandpaper looks better. Yes, well, so it's on sandpaper. So a couple of extra things we did here. Obviously, we want to give credit where credit is due. For a lot of the environment modeling, obviously, we could not just let poor Luis have to model every single prop that we put into this game within 48 hours. A human only has so much energy in a day that they can give to this kind of stuff. So we did use an asset pack that we thought reflected kind of the direction, the artistic direction we wanted to go in. That we followed in the rest of the art that was created for the game. So the tree, the rocks that you see, some of the lily pads and stuff like that. Those were actually from an asset pack. You know, we don't want to give some false and so much Red Bull. Actually, I can speak at least for myself, Chris, and Luis. We did not have any Red Bull. We went fully natural coffee caffeine route rather than than the energy drink route. And you know what? I think we were I know you did. I know you did. How much coffee? Liters? We'll count in liters. We'll say a number of liters. X liters of coffee. It was made this past weekend. Yes, it was made. So technically this year. Oh, you can't hear my Discord mates. Can you not hear Louis? That's unfortunate. Maybe it's because streamer mode is enabled. You want to speak, Louis?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, there we go. It's because I had lowered the audio for the PC. Apologies, I fixed the issue. Yes, so you guys should be able to hear Louis properly now. Sorry about that. I drank all the Red
Yay.
Bull. Yeah, I know Louis and Sammy drank a lot of Red Bull. I saw them. So normally we get in person for Global Game Jam. Obviously this year that was not possible. So we all had to work from home. We all had to work on Discord. We stayed on cam on Discord pretty much the entire weekend. Narrative influences came from at least some important moments in a person's life. So we did, yes. So we did have a conversations about what are the most impactful potentially moments in a person's life that we could represent here. So were there any other theories before we kind of go into it? I think we could just kind of talk about what the concept was and how we represented Lost and Found. If you guys don't have any other theories, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It was very artsy fartsy project. We went very much more for the experience, though there was some gameplay. We went very much more for the experience, and the gameplay contributed to that experience. So no theories. Okay, cool. No worries. The concept here was that a person was in a coma, and so they wanted to. If no one challenges your theory, it becomes canon. About to challenge it, man. Apologies. We gotta do the original work justice. So a lot of symbolism in this game, but the symbolism all kind of represents a person in a coma and trying to come out of that coma. And the thoughts, as you guys saw at the beginning of the game, the thoughts were very fragmented. Lots of suspension points and lots of the pieces of thoughts. And with every island that the player would, move to from one point to another, their focus while sailing through their subconscious um, became clearer and clearer as they got closer and closer to waking up out of their coma. And on the islands are these moments of clarity, right? So Chris wanted to make absolutely sure that the clarity that was conveyed on those islands is because when you're within that memory, and when you are within that moment, it's your connection to the world and the consciousness that you're trying to get back to. So we'd have a much clearer moments of lucidity. Exactly. Thank you. And that was exactly the reason we called it lucidity. So you move in and out of these different states of lucidity, various levels of lucidity, until you are right near the end. And by the third island, you can see, maybe I should look for another island. I need to get out of here. Maybe these can help me get home. We get to the fourth island, and on the way to the fourth island, we start to have fully formed thoughts on the way to the island. We see also, and I saw it was mentioned while we were playing, that the 2D constellations that you would see in space after you'd complete a puzzle, these constellations that popped up on the on our beautiful skybox here, actually represented all of the different puzzles we had just completed. So we started with the pencil, and then we had the soccer player, and then we had the teacup. As this is part of the angle problems I was talking about, but we have an upside down teacup right here, a teapot, and then we had our campfire, and then obviously we didn't need our fifth one because it doesn't show up because we had that final scene. And we also used light and darkness as a theme. So we'll look at this one upside down, unfortunately, but so we used the concept of light anyway as a theme rather than light and darkness. We're lost in the darkness, and the light helps us find our way out of the coma. This is why we use the constellations also as a symbol for the synapses reconnecting each other to make your brain function. Yes, I can but I can't roll, unfortunately. That's a Unity thing, rolling. But yes, it was all done in Unreal Engine 4. The whole project was done in Unreal Engine 4, beginning to end. Other softwares we used, at least I know I used Affinity, Designer, Photo. I believe there was some Clip Studio Paint, I think is what it's called, that I know Renault used to do a lot of the 2D art. These beautiful constellations you guys see, those beautiful pictures that popped up while we were experiencing the story. So yeah, 48 hours of insanity. It was a lot of work, but I personally, I know that I look forward to this every year. And I think this year was particularly important that we still do this. Just, it's been a crazy year. I think everybody feels it. Some people more than others. To my friends from the U.S. who are watching right now. So we wanted to kind of make a story a little bit more inspiring story. Last year we dealt with some tougher issues, recovery, and reparations, and getting, making good on the things that you did to other people, and trying to get. It was a very rough, very very rough story, very heavy story. After this last year, we didn't want to go heavy, depressing. We wanted to do something a little bit more hopeful. So we went with somebody waking up out of a coma, which we thought was a lot more hopeful than dealing with super heavy themes of which was one of the potential story routes we would have gone with. Chris was exploring all kinds of different story routes when we were coming up with the narrative for the game. Yep, there you go. 3ds Max, Substance Painter, Substance Designer on Luis's end. Louis, did you use anything outside of Unreal Engine? I think you and I were mostly just in Unreal, and I guess Excel. You're on mute, man.
Oh, did you have a question for me?
I just asked you, what did you use out? Did you use anything outside of Unreal Engine?
On my end, not really. My iPad just to take some notes, but that's basically it.
So we got a cool note. Thanks, Louis. We got an interesting note here from Ripjaw, potentially saying to reduce the number of dots. So the dots were meant to serve as a fragmentation of the thoughts, right? And I think it was originally we just had a little amount of dots, or it was periods. It was like individual words with periods. But Chris had a very specific image of how the text should be portrayed, with the little typewriter kind of effect that we had with the text, because it made it feel very sluggish and very slow, and so the addition of those suspension points actually was to add to that. Yeah, there you go. What was originally planned had to be changed due to timing issues with the boat. So yes, that was other things we had to deal with. Making the. What were you gonna
Should we
say?
talk about the collision?
Oh sure, we could talk about the collision. So fun fact about this game, we needed to kind of give the players something to feel like they had to collect and pick up, which is the explanation for those little gummies. Though they do gummies. I know I keep calling them gummies, but they were. Yeah, I mean, they kind of look like little Maynards, sour stuff. So we were, because of the fact that we did everything on a sphere. Once again, we had issues, right? Like I said, one of those issues. Let me just boop right here. One of those issues is the fact that we were not able to apply collisions to the game. Let me just quickly, actually, sorry, let me just quickly lower the volume of the game.
So the only collision we have is the one with the boat with the sphere, and that's it.
That's pretty much it. So
Yeah.
what happens if you actually try and leave the path that we've laid out for you? Well, as you can see, it's not really an issue. So this game has no collisions. But I hope at least most people wouldn't immediately try to break the game and would more like play it to experience the the content itself. Spirit of the jam and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was one of the things we needed to cut, which is weird. You would figure, yeah, round Earth confirmed. Yeah, speedrunners take notes. I mean,
you actually can't speedrun it.
you can't speedrun it because of the way we set it up. If you did try and exit and go all the way to the end, it wouldn't work. You would actually break the game, which is so much worse.
You would just trigger a dialogue box and it would end.
Yeah, pretty much. You would trigger a dialogue box, and that's pretty much it. You'd be in the adjacent solar system over the first puzzle. Yeah, it feels very much like something some players would do just for shits and giggles. If any of you have ever wanted to play around in Unreal Engine and you want to see the technical marvel, the technical marvel that we created, the project files are also available on the Global Game Jam link that Luis shared in chat. And Luis, you can feel free to reshare it if you haven't added anything else into your clipboard. For anybody who wants to download Unreal Engine, play around in a complete game, and see what's up with that. That is the entire kind of spirit of Global Game Jam, right? It's you share the knowledge, you share the experience, you share the game in its entirety, and let people fiddle around with it if they like. So I welcome all of you to do that if you like. In the meantime, I think we're kind of reaching the end of our stream for tonight. You poke fun, but honestly, you've done more in 2 days than most indie dev companies have done in 2 years. It's, you know what, it's appreciated. It was a lot of work. There was a lot that went into this. It was hella ambitious. I think
We
it's
didn't sleep much either.
we didn't sleep much. I did on Saturday to Sunday sleep a full 8 hours. I will not lie. That I think contributed to being able to like power through to the end on Sunday. Um, but yeah, I think this was definitely the most ambitious thing we've done. Would you agree, Louis?
Yeah, definitely. Um, we did the level design part, which is was mostly done by Sammy.
By Sammy, that's
Uh,
right.
so all those islands were made individually in different levels, and they were placed on there.
That's right.
But the moment they were placed in the level itself, it would be randomly placed like it is in the sphere. So that was I did a little bit of level design, and that was awful. And I can't comprehend how Sammy did that all the weekend. It
Yeah.
must have been awful.
So you can see here that unfortunately
Yeah,
the levels are rotated to the exact same way they are in the level as Louis was just saying. So it was kind of I thought I turned him up. He should be turned it up. You got to speak a little louder there, man.
oh,
I'll turn him up an extra touch. Okay, there we go. So yeah, as Louis was saying, so the moment we would move an island, and look, this one's funny. The moment we'd move an island, we would have to deal with it in the angle that it was made in. So as you can see, this one's upside down. So
yeah.
Sammy did a lot of work to to make this work. Turn myself down, turn him down, turn me down.
You're too loud, Mike, as usual.
I don't know what to say. It's the Italian in me. Is that Sauron? That's actually what we called it. Oh,
Yeah.
I just realized that was Luis. It's not as funny if you're the one who said it during the game jam, Luis. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope 12-bit Tech God is currently streaming. I know that they're about to jump into a stream this evening. I think we're about to end this stream unless anybody had any last questions that they wanted to ask. So I don't have the raid stuff enabled. I didn't have the time to enable it beforehand. But please go give 12-bit Tech God a follow. They're trying to get their channel kickstarted. And if you haven't given us a follow yet, please give us a follow. That's always appreciated. And there is one last question. So there's a co-op Resident Evil 5 playthrough in the process of happening over there. So I don't know exactly where they are in the game right now, but when's the Kickstarter going live?
Tonight at 9.
Tonight at 9. No, there's no Kickstarter. I don't know about you, but after designing my first ever spherical game, I think I'm done working with spherical games.
I've done it once in my life. That's enough. Unless the tech gets there.
I could not agree more. Unless the tech gets there, there has to be a better way.
There must be.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. It was a pleasure getting to share this with you all. I know most of you are related to or know somebody who worked on the project. Thank you so much for supporting us, watching the stream. We're gonna. I think we all decided during Global Game Jam this year that we would be doing another game jam, our own kind of game jam every quarter. So, hey, maybe this becomes a quarterly presentation of what we've made. We shall see, right?
That that might be really cool.
It could be really cool. Just for posterity's sake.
Yeah.
All right, let's transition out in style with our beautiful Luis's beautiful stuff. Fantastic work, Luis. Fantastic work, everybody that worked on this. We honestly killed it. I am so proud of us. I think this was a really cool project. It was so much fun. And thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for your kind words all along the stream. Super appreciated. And Thanks for showing some love. And yeah, 48 hours. It's not a lot of time, but we did what we could, and I think we're all pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really happy at least. So,
All right, everybody. And with that, we wish you a fantastic evening, and stay safe. And ça va bien aller, you know?
as we said this weekend.
As we said this weekend, ça va bien aller. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to our first AAA title too. Let's get that funding. Woo woo.
That'd be nice.
It would. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Bye bye.